What's going on, guys? My name is Lance. Today I'm just doing some fiberglass work on my 1985 Toyota SUNRADER. And I'm working with some West 105 epoxy system with the 206 slow hardener, which I really wanted the slow hardener because I'm not worried about time and I feel like it will have a stronger cure. Also got the 406 silica, colloidal silica. This is adhesive filler silica because I'm going to be also doing the vents as well as tying the floor in. I'll show you what we got going on now. I also got my 1990 Toyota RV over here. It's kind of messy from a festival we just got over, so I got to clean that out, but check her out. I got Jacob laying the base coat, or the wet coat I guess you'd call it, because we're trying to tie in this fender to look like how this fender to this floor looks. One smooth piece. So we got some chop strand here. We're using just the epoxy to wet it out. We're gonna let that tack up real nice for about 15 minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes. And then we're gonna try to lay this stripping along this whole edge. And we're gonna try to tie it in to make it look like this. Now, keep in mind, we never did this before. It's our first time messing with fiberglass work. And I'm a little nervous about it, but at the same time, I know me and Jake are pretty handy at stuff, so I think we can tackle this and get this done. Jake wet it out really nice, looks good.
Perfect, bro. Perfect.
Now I know we're only supposed to wet out the wood because the wood absorbs more, you know, of the shit than the actual fiberglass is gonna.
It's gonna adhere
so
to the fiberglass.
Before we lay the next strop strand, obviously we're gonna wet this side out as well as this side again. And when we lay the chop strand, we're gonna have to dip it into this and make sure we lay this first, get this all laid, or at least this sopped up wet. We're gonna do it in small pieces, and then we'll lay it over, you know? Because we want to kind of build this up high to match up with this before we blend it, you know what I'm saying, Jake? So we might actually want to take pieces that are just this size to build it up. We only really got to tie up this end, you know? We'll figure it out as we go, and because I really don't know too much about it.
You want to cover the seam, first piece.
Yeah, okay.
Just wants to be the seam.
You got it, yeah, I got it, yeah. We'll figure it out slowly but surely. Just cleaned out the shower, it's looking a lot better. Still, this is just a rough cleaning. But it's looking 10 times better. And also, I don't know if I'm going to fiberglass under here. I might just lay a solid piece of wood again, because I know when people start putting fiberglass in beams, there becomes mold issues from no air circulating under there, you know, Jake? Mm-hmm. And that's the last thing I want, so I might just go as far as just flat board again, gluing it up there and making it look good. Or maybe I don't need a piece of wood up there at all. Nah, I put wood up there just for the strand. Long story short, we're doing some fiberglass work and we'll let you know how it goes when we start laying chop strand in about 10-15 minutes. We laid one layer of biaxial, that chop strand matting. Jake's just rolling it out. We're trying to get it to blend in. The guy said the more you mess with it, the worse, Jake. They said you just want to kind of, you know, let that tack up. You can honestly let that tack up a little bit and then we'll add more. We got Jake up here mixing up some epoxy. And he's about to build up this edge right here. Because you can't really see it. Let me see if I can get a better angle. I guess from over here you can see how this edge is lower than this edge. This edge is raised a little bit. We want to build this up. And the final layer will make it smooth so everything matches up nicely. But we got Jake here about to show you guys how he does it. Alright guys, we built this one up and it's pretty perfect. We just might have to build this seam up a little better. But in all reality, we're laying underlayment over all this stuff. And it's just to, you know, keep bugs and everything out from coming through the cracks and tie all this stuff together, so when we put weight on it, you know, the frame actually takes some of the pressure off too, like the, you know, of the actual fiberglass body. You're trying to tie it all in. We'll let this dry for like 15-20 minutes, come back out, and then maybe start on this side right here. We're gonna use the other biaxial because it's thicker and it's gonna build this up. We're gonna put a thin one right here to build it up, and then we're just gonna maybe one or two, and then biaxial in with this like we just did, you know. And I think that is what would really work it. Alright, let's take a break. We started adding strands of this biaxial biaxial, whatever the heck it's called. I can't say it. Oh, there's a some type of bee in there, or whatever the hell. There he goes, he's gone. But I started we started adding strands of this other type of fiberglass, biaxial fiberglass, I guess it's called, to get it thick in the areas where we need it thick to properly line up. For instance, this perfectly flat string got no space there. So over here, you know, there's a gap. That's kind of how we're telling. We're just gonna build it up flat and even. Let Jake work on that real quick. Obviously, it's a slow process, but we got baby boy here hanging out. It's Jackson.
Hi, Jackson.
He's only, how old is he?
Like 3 months.
2 or 3 months old. All right, gang.
See ya.
Bye, I love you.
Bye, we'll be looking out.
Starting to build up this edge over here to tie it in. Jake already got this done. We are doing the overlayment over this. We just want to tie this all in for structural reasons and to keep anything from coming in and out. And just because why not? We want it to look neat. And we got so much fiberglass, it's not even funny. So long story short, we're going to do this up and all the way around. I don't know if we're going to get to these patchwork today, because you know, this is not really kicking our butts, but it's time consuming. Because once this dries, we're probably going to want to do another layer, or at least biaxial, to fill everything that we can.
It is whatever.
We want to wet it out really well.
You put some down for us?
And you want to lay some chop strand right there like that. I like to press it in my hand just because I got gloves. And then let Jake work it in. He's tapping it in instead of just painting it in. He wants to tap it and push all the air bubbles out. Start with the middle. This will really help build it up.
Can you put a little piece of that fabric over there on the other one?
What one?
The one right there. That's one.
We could.
A little piece where it's cracked.
Yeah, we could.
Put a piece of that fabric in there.
We could, tickle boy. See, Jake, you really want to push this shit in?
Yeah, I know, I'm trying.
You're just going to keep dabbing along. Get it smoothed out until that's raised where it needs to be, which I think we're going to leave it right there, just because the battery box fits there. We don't want to raise it too much to where the battery box is having a hard time fitting. Special roller here I ordered. It's covered in fiberglass, but you pretty much take it and you roll the air bubbles out. You pretty much get the gist. We're going to do this all the way down. They said less is more. And yeah, it's pretty much what we're gonna do all the way down. Let's get it. Alright gang, we're about to add some of this silica powder because we gotta fill it up. Let's put the cap back on here because we'll knock nothing over. I'm adding and just mix it in. Okay guys, I'm prepping this side. Taking off the top, taking off this top. I'm gonna make molding. As you can see on the outside, I got this one fender off because I need to do work to it. There's rivets here. I had to grind all the rivets out from the inside. And I'm going to do body work over these, see them when I put the new rivets. But I pretty much cleaned up the outside. Now I'm going to put a piece of metal on there with soft tappers, and then I'm going to cut them off from the inside. I'll show you the work that we did in the floor.
Looks like shit because we got to sweep, but other than that.
We tied the floor, and yeah, it looks
No,
like it doesn't look that great because we got the sweep, but you see past the trash and everything. We got the floor tied in. We'll give you a better look.
Few touch-ups.
You know, we're gonna touch it up once we get the walls done. I just want to get the walls done before we run out of everything, which we still got a nice amount, maybe about half and half. But yeah, we're about to put this piece of metal I got here. I cut it out the size. Now I sprayed it with some universal mold release. Now we're about to put it up to... Pretty much screwing from the outside to the inside, trying to get it nice and flat in here. Come on, Jay, come on the outside. Just gotta put a couple more screws in, tack up the bottom, and we'll be ready. Laid the first coat on. Jake's about to wet it out again before we lay the second strand matting. We're just gonna lay this over that. It's about an inch bigger all around. Into the small piece, then we're gonna do a bigger piece. Let's see how it turns out. Gang, we just laid our last coat. And I'll gonna wrap it up for night before we do the bottom because this shit's tired. Ooh. Bad?
Yeah.
Nice. It actually looks good, bro. That's perfect. Oh yeah.
It's a little bumpy.
Yeah, but that's normal. Probably gotta take this down right here. Huh?
I wouldn't do the same thing here. Until we get something harder.
Jake's hand looks like a ghost hand. Not too shabby. Yeah, we're probably gonna do Formica for the bottom. Wow, we glassed them in really nice, man. That turned out really swell. Everything's nicely lined up. Feeling good about it. Although that top one turned out swell, we're going a different route on this one. We still used the metal, but we used a piece of backer board so it can't push out. Kind of like it did with this one. This one kind of pushed out. It didn't push out bad. I mean, you can't really tell. At least the GoPro, you know what I'm saying? But it did push out. I mean, a little bit of sanding is going to do it right. We're going to also total boat, total fair it. So you ain't even gonna be able to tell. Ultimately, in the end, we can sand the shit out of it and make it perfect, you know? But this one, to cut us back from sanding, we're using backer board. This little one shouldn't give us no flex. We're about to mix up some mix with the epoxy we have left. And then start laying it down. Long story short, we pretty much cut out 2 pieces of the biaxial glass. One about this much bigger than the hole, the actual square cutout, and then one this much bigger. They will probably lay a final piece of the chop strand matting if we have enough epoxy west system. So I really want to go ahead and get this little spot done over here first, this all heater box spot. We'll take it one step at a time. Saturated over here, but it looks like it's about to storm out there. A what? It's a camper, sir. It's not a hot dog stand. It's been about a good hour and a half, 2 hours. It's feeling pretty dang hard. I'm still gonna let it cure fully, kind of like we did this one for a whole 12 hours, just because to be safe. All right, that's all she wrote for that. All right, it's been about 3.5 hours, maybe 4, since we laid this shit on. For the most part, it's pretty dry. Well, it's definitely dry. Jake's so eager to pull it off, so I guess we're gonna. Because Jake's in such a rush.
Are those books under that thing?
No.
You got one more?
Mm-mm. Sorry, baby, use them all for this. This is the moment of truth, man. Stop yanking on it.
Way better.
Still a little thin. We should put another pad on the inside.
Yeah, that looks nice.
It does look a lot better because all have poured the justice, but boom. Think that little one's done?
Oh yeah, that one's rocking.
Take it off then too.